Hello po everyone! So, pag-usapan po natin ang parable of the talent sa Matthew chapter 25. Pero this time, tignan natin siya through an eschatological lens. Ano ba ang kinalaman ng kwentong ito sa paghihintay natin sa pagbabalik ng Panginoon in the future? Kasi yun naman talaga ang konteksto about ito sa kanyang pagbabalik. So, gumamit siya ng mga parable na makaka-relate ang mga tao nung panahon na yon. So, remember the story, no? Merong master who was about to go on a long journey. Super important yan kasi para sa mga unang disciple ni Jesus, this master represent Jesus Christ Himself. And yung long journey naman, it points to His ascension to heaven and the period after He left, na siya namang panahon natin ngayon, ang paghihintay sa kanyang pagbabalik. So, bago umalis yung master, no, anong ginawa niya? He entrusted his property, yung mga talents sa kanyang servant. Para sa atin siguro, ito yung mga gifts, abilities, resources, time, opportunities, even the message of the gospel itself na talagang pinagkatiwala niya sa atin habang wala pa siya. So binigay niya yan according to our capacities para gamitin. Okay? Now, the core of the parable revolves around the master's return. Ito yung big eschatological event, ang pagbabalik ni Kristo. And when He returns, ang unang gagawin niya, He will settle account. He will ask each servant, each one of us, what did you do with what I gave you while I was away? This is about accountability sa final judgment. Pagdating niya, may updatean na magaganap. May singilan, may mga reviewhan ng mga ginawa. Okay? Yung dalawang servant, masipag at productive. They were using what the master gave them in preparation for his return. They weren't idle during the waiting period. They were working, investing, making things grow for their master's benefit. And when he came back, they were ready, they were prepared. They could represent their profits, yung sweldo nila, di ba? And they were welcome to His joy and more responsibility in His presence. This is a picture of entering the full blessings of the kingdom of God. But the servant na tamad at natakot, he did nothing with his talent while the master was away. He wasn't prepared for the return. He just hid it. Tinago niya. At pagbalik nung master, wala siyang maipakita except the original amount. His punishment were severe. Exclusion, thrown into outer darkness. This shows the consequence of unfaithfulness and idleness during the eschatological waiting period. It was a warning about being unprepared for the master's return. So mga kapatid, this parable is not just about being good with money or using your skill. It's a powerful reminder that we are living in a critical time. The time between first coming and His second coming. Everything we have, lahat ng meron tayo, talents na binigay niya, are meant to be used faithfully and productively for His kingdom as we wait for Him. One day for sure, the Master will return and we will all give an account. Are you using your time, your gifts, your resources na makakapag-please sa Kanya kapag dumating yung araw na yon? So, valid naman po yung natakot na servant. Natakot po ako eh. Pero pagdating ng Panginoong Hesus, hindi po valid na kaya wala kang resulta dahil natakot ka. Kung tao lang siguro yung kausap ng servant, baka pwede pa. Pero darating ang Panginoon bilang isang hukom na maghihiwalay ng goat sa sheep. And the question is, are you being diligent in your calling because you are waiting for His return? O wala ka nalang gagawin dahil natakot ka? Alam niyo po, let this parable motivate us with urgency and faithfulness. Let us use our talent and calling wisely, diligently and productively, not just for ourselves, but for the Master who is coming back. So ngayon po, thank you for watching. Let's all strive to be good stewards while we wait. Catch you on the next video. God bless.